Hello everyone and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. Now, usually in farming world, January is quiet. I mean, the weather's not looking amazing for us, although it at the moment isn't going that bad. However, I am hoping for a good price on our flour. In fact, yeah, a restaurant, which is, oh, that's even better, because at least with the restaurant you're not having to unload onto the train, so basically the first job of today is going to be to get all those 69 cases of flour out of here, onto trailers, and then over to the restaurant. So for that, obviously I've got the trusty Bailey here. I'm also going to grab our bale trailer, because I realised, so 69, it's a funny number, but this thing holds 32. 32, 64, 5 left over. Irritating. So what I'm hoping to do is, an AI is going to have to drive one of them, but I'm hoping that the bale trailer, which will work with Universal Auto Load, as well as working obviously with its own well, the other type of auto load is better for bales because it can be used while moving. Whereas the auto load, obviously, Universal Auto Load, you have to be stationary. But what I'm hoping is just to use it for pallets for now. Get both of these loaded up. You get all over to the restaurant, gets us another 180 grand, and then I have a couple of plans for the day. We may not spend all this episode in January because there's not a lot else to do. And all the animals are good on food. The older cows could... It doesn't look a lot because of the size of the pasture. What I'm also hoping to do is, if the money situation goes as I'm hoping, is I'm going to put the I'm going to put a chicken coop here where I'm going dumping all my shit. I'm going to place a chicken coop. My logic being, I'm not going to use it probably till the back end of the year. Now I know for a fact there's only enough room for 6 pallets at a time, so I'm not going to do 8 like you want me to. Do 6 over here. Load those 6. Now this is going to be a little bit tedious because of the way you can do this, but it's the way it is. If I do 8, what he'll do is he'll put 6 on the loading bay and then he'll put up, no room for any more. How do I know this? Because I experimented with it a little bit earlier. Now, I don't know how many of the other trailers are going to be able to hold, and I'm pretty sure this trailer gets you to 32. Then I'll let the AI take this thing up to the restaurant, and then I'll hopefully meet him there. Obviously in years to come we may be able to get a nice big Arctic or something to do this. That's 30, so he should only take 2 more and he should be full. I'm going to get 6 more though, obviously I'm going to load what I don't onto him, onto the other one. Yeah, we look 32, so now... Well, that one. He wants to go to the restaurant. I'll do the selling because I don't trust them. Yeah, so he sets off. Well, I jump into this guy. I don't know how many pallets this one's going to be able to hold, by the way. I haven't used this one as a... Does this one not get the auto load settings? I wonder if I have to configure it to get it to do it. Yes, I bet that's the problem. I bet because I bought this one before I put Universal Auto Load in. I bet if I take it and configure it, but I might just get some diesel while I'm here. Anyways, just how low this tractor was till right now. There's a diesel first, and then I'll swing him into the loading bay. Oh, there's a little bit more honey available. We check the other price just in case it does happen to crash the flour price. And it's not quite as high as it should be, but that's confused. Yeah. Well, it's one of those. It's not quite best price, but I'm not messing about waiting for buffalo milk. Wow, buffalo milk sells for big money. Apparently have a pallet each of those, which I can sell because I've actually stopped I should have enough prefab walls for finishing off what they need. So there's going to be a bit of a running around. It's going to be usual pallet fest, which you guys are probably used to by now. Let's customize this. Does this not get the universal slot? Oh, I see. I have to turn off that all to get. It's free anyway, so I can turn that off for now. And then I'll need to turn it back on before I next use it as a bale trailer, or else I will forget and wonder why I won't know bales. And we're going to be doing bales hopefully fairly soon because I want to do a cut of hay of our grass field. Cut of hay, bale it, and then be able to use it as obviously TMR mixer. I'll try to keep an eye on where the tractor got to. I actually see him on the map. Does he still... Oh, I really don't know what these AI do at times. I don't know how many this is going to be able to hold. I hope if it holds the same as the other one, that'd be great. If it doesn't, then don't think it will. I don't think it's quite long enough. It might be 24 if it lets me go too high. I'll just show you guys for the sake of. That's why I'm only doing 60 because it just does that. If it lets me go 3 high, then I might actually be able to get everything onto this. Of course, it's easier to do that than it is to take 2 off every time. Right, let's see if it lets me go to a 3rd height. Nope, it doesn't. Right, so that's the limit. It's 24. So 32, 24. That's leaving me with another 13. I'm looking for some. Go on there. Yeah, so once that's done, I'm going to throw a chicken down now. I don't know whether I was going to use a mod one, but since I now have the bigger animal pens mod, I'm tempted to use one off that. Anyway, my eyes not to be appears to be having a fight with the traffic. There's one of the bigger ones, so it'll hold thousands of animals, which we don't need, but I just like having the capacity. Like I say, we won't actually probably get the chicken. I forgot about my big trailer, didn't I? Don't come on, she tells people, you never saw that. Come on, flip it over. The way of the trailer's find me. We got tractor dancing. That'll do. You never saw that, capiche? Slow down before the freaking corners, you muppet. Oof. That's interesting because I talked about going for a oh, well, that actually helped buffalo. I bought a trailer, didn't I, for buffalo milk last time? No, I didn't. I just unloaded the MKA. That's tempting. It's a dolly trailer, which means I will despise it with everything I'm being, but you know that. Especially if we get with the biggest capacity, that could be really useful to us. It means I wouldn't have to unload the MKA, reload, unload, reload. Well, the AI is going to take some weird routes. I think I'm going to go down here. I'm going to actually slow down for the corner. Obviously, I'll do the sale, so we'll see what. But then I'm kind of wanting to. I don't want to spend a huge amount. I mean, I don't want to buy any more fields. I have a plan for this year. And my plan kind of rests on all our fields being ready within a very short space of time of each other. So he's reached the restaurant. I'm not a million miles away from it. He's kind of in sell point. My brakes were not good there. Do this one first. Try and get it as much in the bay as possible so they'll sell at once. We get one nice big price. Yeah, that's not bad. Back to the main farm you go. Now I can do mine. I do like the feature that it's strapped, it doesn't sell. I think that really helps. There's the other 13 still to go, which I'll probably just load onto mine and I'll take. I'm worried about this snow settling, and if the snow does settle, then luckily we haven't got farm work to do it. So, hang on, I've got a better idea. Send him there, why not? I'll send him to the cement factory low point, and he can go and get. I basically start him on a tour around for loading stuff. I'm pretty sure the canning factory is also rather full of things, so anyway, I'm gonna buy this because it's expensive, but it's gonna solve an issue. It's really expensive. I expected that to be like 20k. Oh, it's only got an hour on the clock, I suppose. So new obviously would be like 50 grand. Must be. Not in there. We classed under. I actually no idea what you would class it as. Wow, massive long school bus again. We go down to my way. Still with all the destroyed trees from Hurricane number 1. Don't know Hurricane number 2 hit a totally different part of the map. Yeah, all our fields, you know, are all 100% fertilised, and yeah, looking really nice. Obviously, that one's a different growth stage, that's the grass field. I know about that, I don't mind that. So I'm hoping every crop field basically I want to be ready on the same month, because we'll get like a 2-month window to harvest it, but I want to just rent a big harvester and go to town. That's my plan. Probably won't work out, but you know. I've cancelled the lease on the grain factory, on the canning and the cement factory, because they both finished all their production, and obviously don't need either of them for the. You don't need the canning factory now, the grain mill till next year, and I don't need the cement factory again unless I want to do it, because the museum won't take any more. This is gonna be all of this done. That's 3 to go on. Yes, 13, a bit of an odd number, but. Assuming the price is still the restaurant. Yep. He's taking once again this really weird obscure route that they really like to take for some reason. Yeah, 43 grand. I was searching for that trailer, but I got him out to like 20k. 43 grand. I can get a lizard TARDIS one for a lot cheaper now, obviously. Either less capacity or like unrealistic, which is unrealistic, but still. I'm gonna sell these at the warehouse. I might just try and. Price for them. Roof plate. Well, grain elevator I have to ignore because he doesn't want any more. Farmers market. Farmers market for both. Oh, that's not too bad. So I'm gonna start this. I'll just give a bit of a time now while I just get these things moved around. So hopefully, I'll do this. I'll move everything at the preserve factory, assuming it'll all fit on one trailer. Sell all that, and then we'll head down to the sawmill. So please enjoy. We'll catch you in a bit. pawned me their big stuff. I was adamant that I'd grab this wool. There'd be somewhere on the way I could just drop it off. A bit more money, because I have an idea. In fact, I may do this idea in a second, but because I'm thinking we're going to be over 500,000. Easy. By the time I've dropped the my wall panels. Now I want to do something which might be a bit controversial. Some of you might think I'm a bit daft for doing it, but I want to pay this loan off. In fact, we don't owe as much as I thought we did. Find a special redemption. Why is it not? I don't get what's going on with that. On the original one on 22, you were able to repay back the full amount. For some reason, it's not letting me do that. I can't work out why it won't let me do that. I maybe have to go back into it and look. I'm going to a mod. Let's see if there's a reason why. We'll do it anyway, so. Right, so I'm going to drop these off the spinnery. 8 grand, see better than no. Now we're down to the sawmill, so a good tour of the map. Anyway, a chance to. I haven't given this Deutsch a proper run in a little while. Oh, should I call it a Lamborghini? It seems that's what Clarkson refers to his as. You've seen the Series 12 Clarkson's farm, and I'm not going to spoil a lot, but yeah. This is his Lamborghini. It's based. Lamborghini Deutsch are the same and have been for a while, but when it shows you a close-up of the grille of his, and you see the outline of that logo still on the grille, even though they put a Lamborghini badge on it. So it's definitely just a rebadged Deutsch. Not that I'm arguing with his choice, like, I mean, you can see here a rebadged Deutsch, rebadged Deutsch. It's a pretty good machine. I love this thing for cruising along like this, near 40 miles an hour. Obviously the Steyer's now back at the farm. We know all the farm work, so we'll probably end up skipping today once we've done this. Then I'm hoping. I don't know if the grass will grow in February. If it hasn't, there may not be a lot to do in February either. I was really hoping I could 100% pay off that loan. I can't. I'm gonna have to have a look into why it won't. I see me having to. I'm guessing the barriers have just gone up. Oh, that way to stop there. What I may have to do is maybe edit the XML. I'll take the money out of the account and pay the loan off. But I'll have to look. I haven't looked in those files, so I don't actually know how those files work. Obviously, I haven't looked in the multiple page for the loan to work out why it won't let me pay back. Because definitely on FS20 you should sit there and pay back 100% of what you had left to pay. Again, with good money, just save the interest payments. Now, obviously, we still have base vehicle on finance that we can't deal with right now. Oh, there's 3. I think that's how many we still need it. May still need 4. I can't remember. Now, luckily, as we know, this trailer will actually only hold 3, so it's not the first thing in the world that that's how many are available today. Where there was 4. I'm going to take all 4 and see if the place will take them all. I literally spawned another one as I was doing this. It's amazing. Right, so let's try that again. So, total loans. Special redemption. Try 200,000. Why will it not maybe pay back more than that? If I pay that back, I now owe that, but it now won't let me do another special redemption. I really don't know, folks. I'm actually going to just pause the sawmill making prefab walls, just because I'm not sure we'll need any more after this. Let's turn it back on if I need to. Obviously the canning factories. Let's nearly out of carrots and working straight to the parsnips. So that's the other thing. If we buy land, my only real thing I would do is maybe buy a big like, carrot field or something. Oh, I'd be more tempted to go for grass fields. I really probably should make another grass field. I mean, I'm interested in like field 11 because it works with the land we already have. Oh, they don't look happy. I'm guessing the bug is still a little bit rampant. Look at them going around the corner here and then we should all be gravy. I'll double check if I can pay another 15 grand, which is like a daily maximum overpay you can do. I don't know. It's annoying, but I suppose it means we keep the money ourselves, we can put it to better use in the farm. So it took them all. It needs 3,000 litres, it's got 4,000, so it should be around that. Other than that, there's not a lot more. I might just do this. I'm going to send you back up to the canning factory actually. I think I'm going to skip the night at this point. There's no other thing we need to do here. Apart from, I'll tell you what I will do, I'll turn that trailer back into a standard bell trailer. Because I don't want it. I don't want to find that other hard way when I try and use it. This thing, I do love this thing. Right, customize, all load on. Financing goes up but you can't do it, which is interesting. Close that down. Yes, this is now back to being the bale trailer. So that's what it's most likely going to be used for. Yeah, the mast is over here. But usually, guys, I'm going to let the Deutsch overnight drive because there was nothing else we need to do here today. Oh, chicken barn. Chicken barn, right. I might need to move some of this equipment out of the way. Please bear with me. Drag some of this over here. Obviously, realism I say 50-50 here, because you would be able, in real life, if you turn the brakes off, you'd probably be able to pull an empty trailer along by hand. I don't think it'd be easy, and if there'd be any kind of slope, the trailer would then start off in whatever direction you wanted to. I do actually think that would be something that somebody of reasonable strength, I'm not even talking ridiculously strong, would be able to just, because all you'd have to do is lift the hitch enough to bring the stand off the ground. So you see, I've cleared a couple more trees out here, because what I'm thinking is, I was originally going to go for that, not that one, that one. That's 700 chickens, but it's completely enclosed. Now what I can do is I can go for this one, customize the enclosure a little bit, maybe put it even further down here, more out of the way. Like keep this bit of land for something else. Because I could send the pasture right down. If I put that there, I can then bring the pasture literally down to the edge of here. Kind of run it along there. I like to leave what would be a realistic gap you could walk between. I think you'd want to be able to walk between so you can inspect the fences. Bring it to about here. So that's the chicken coop. So I'm not going to buy any chickens now. Yeah, so you can walk down here so you can inspect your fences, you could look at your animals. A bit tight here, but breathing you can get through. Yes, I really like that, that's great there. Obviously, like I say, we need either wheat or grain. I don't know what the max capacity of that is. It's not going to tell me till I start loading it, but we can fill that up once we to harvest any one of these massive fields we have. Where's the Deutsch? I can't see him on the map. He's there. So anyway, so now we've done that, like I said, time to get some sleep. Could use these half days, couldn't you? Okay, the snow has dropped. We're still good for money. Okay, that trailer's gone, so that's the end of that one. Those are nice, but a bit small for what we need. Okay, this is the end of what they've canning factory can do. Another 3,000 litres, you should be able to get a couple more out of there, I would think. Not a huge amount more, I'm not going to lie, but... Yeah, the grass hasn't grown, although field 11 would be if I decided I wanted to buy that grass field. So I kind of really sitting around skip time until if we need to get this factory to run out of parsnips. I might as well set the carrots to sell just so it clears out. I'll do that next hour. I don't know whether it will manage to actually zero the parsnips, leave us a little amount, we'll have to find out. Please let's have enough for another pallet, that'd be annoying if I don't even get enough for one more pallet. It should be just enough, I hope there is anyway. Oh, we don't lose too much of today. Oh, you are kidding me. Nah, I'm just going to do it so it just sells that last little bit past and then we're going to sell the trailer load. And that's sort of all of last year's harvest dealt with. Right, so he should have... Yeah, Zero's missing storage is empty. Then what I need to do is go into here. So that's it. So now the only buildings we still have, we have the sawmill on lease because that's doing obviously... I haven't got that doing anything right now, we've got that and that. I'm just going to take these over to the farmer's market, I'm feeling lazy. Especially with the snow on the ground. $16k, not bad. There's not really anything to do unless I can give the baby cows probably how much? So that's the adult cows. Going up. Cow pasture there. Actually all around food. They're waiting for some more grass. And so now it won't let me do another special redemption. It's like literally I've done one little payment, so and it won't let me do any more. What land's available to us? You go all out for something like that? That's the thing, I mean that's at 8.5 acres or that looks so much more. If it's just me. Jeez. 88. Oh, 88 there, look, which is more wheat. A bit weedy, but it's fully fertilised. We just have to throw some. We have some herbicide. Better spray when we go to town on that. Anyone got like a decent sized carrot field there? That withered? Did that really get to... Jesus. Field 88's a bit of a trek, but obviously it's a lot more land, and that'll be a lot of wheat. Be weeded with a hoe. Well, there's a job for today. I would need to use the Massey, I would think, because he'll need to be a narrow tired. Look, he's right by the store. I'm not going to buy the hoe, just because it's not something we ever need a lot of. Because usually with my ploughing technique, we never have to deal with weeds. I'm going to have to leave my big trailer here at the store. Over here, and then I'm actually quite tempted if it's not too much money just to buy the hoe. Look, they're not big money. They're decent working with, really, because hoeing contracts are pretty decent. That's a weeder. It's a hoe we're after. That classes as both, but it's working with it well down. And with that, now there's into weeders. I think it's this guy. I mean, if I buy it, I'm going to need to make some more money today because that will not be enough to cover our loans for tomorrow. But like I say, if we go into the contracts, there's pretty much always, apart from right now when I wanted one, there's pretty much always hoeing contracts. I'm not planting cotton. Yeah, this baby's just going to give us the opportunity to... You never know, with this might give over these plowings, go for the weedy option. Obviously you got the herbicide option, but these sprays that cost you liquid material. So I'm best going down here. So this is our first piece of field away from like the main farm as well. I mean, it does sense because there's more. Field 90 there. 89, which we harvested the carrots on, I do remember. If I do remember correctly, I should say. Me fail English, that's impossible. I know what I'll do is I'll check what lettuce there is at the greenhouse. I might sell that to the kiosk. I reckon we need about 50k a day to cover finance payments. Maybe not that much now actually, but that's only what I used to have the figure down as. What I'll need to do is I'll need to get this done. Once we've done this, hopefully that field is already fully fertilised. It's on the same growth level as all our fields, so once again should fit into L plan. I'm hoping this guy can, because of his horsepower, can pull this thing fairly quickly. I don't want to be doing this for all day. Down to there. Steering assist. I'll do a couple of tours. Or I'll start in the corner over here. So yeah, this was the nice quick job. Sugar, I missed a bit. I'll go for that. Nice quick job to hope it was. This is nice. So weeding along at 15 mile an hour. If anyone's in the industry, by the way, I'd love to know how this thing actually works. Because to me, it's just flying through the field. How it manages to just get the weeds and not also destroy the growing wheat crop, I'm genuinely curious about. Because I just can't get my head around how it would work. That's probably just me being rather stupid, I understand, but let's let it go a bit and then we're going to sell some letters just to try and stave off the debt man next episode. If I turn hard now and just run straight along here, I should hit that. Oh, I missed it down there as well. Yeah, God, I'm crap at this. Probably doesn't work in reverse. Here, we now own this weed. This weed showers. Let's say, useful in contracts, useful for all kinds of things. I got it. Aha! This field is now back to being 100% fertilized, which is great. If I don't see. Oh, needs line now. I think everyone in our fields is going to suffer from that. Pretty much, yeah. So, you know, that's something maybe in the future we're not. With lime, I get it's probably realistic, I've said before, but it's the quantity you're going to need to do like a farm our size would be an absolute piss take. I'd be like running articfuls of the stuff permanently round. Unless I use like a massively edited sprayer, which I probably would. I've probably used a TARDIS, or even one that I just edited the XML on myself. But also you'd need a lot of litres of lime. Don't get me wrong, I understand why it's a thing, and it's a real life thing, so it's something in real life you just have to suck up and do, but obviously, much before, real life sometimes has the advantages that this game doesn't in the way things work and just the physics. You know, you'd use a loading shovel, or I've even seen where they actually have a ramp so they can back a truck straight up and tip directly into the spreader, depending on the setup they're using and how they want to play it. Yeah, final sell some letters, just try and I'm just a little worried that we're not going to cover our rental costs, our leasing costs today. Unfortunately, there's no real way to tell them if I walk around and look at every machine. Actually, I remember the ones that were still on lease are the Steyr. I'm going here, kind of feel fit. Don't know if it's still on. Something in here? And I know before you say, I know the Aquatron is. So yeah, you're on higher 10 grand. Oh no, wait, you're not actually. I didn't turn you off. And you're on higher 11. That's 22k, so we're actually not as far over that as I think that's everything. I think the other item we had on loan was the back mower, but we've paid that off. Oh, I left it in the shop tonight. Balls. I was running around my farm going, where's the purple trailer? I know I had it this episode. Like, yeah, I left it in the shop because I picked up the weeder. Right, so I'll reconvene when I get back to the farm with the weeder, folks. I realise I said weeder when I meant flatbed. Sorry, folks, I am just an idiot. We'll see. Okay, so there's at least 4. That's good. That's gotta be good. Another 1 to spawn. Look, so if I'm right and it's only about 22k, then hopefully this will just get us beyond. Come on, game. Give me your last pallet. Not usually on the hour they spawn. Are they 2,000 litre pallets? They are. I thought usually it's 4 then. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise they were 2,000 litres. This trailer gonna destroy crop? Doesn't look like it. Okay, then shortcut. Even then, though, these four should actually just to see off the debt man. I think it means we'll sign up with not a lot of money, and unfortunately not a lot of products. So we're gonna have to. What we're gonna do then is turn the soma back on, get to my planks or something like that. Unstrap. Okay, yeah, that's my thing delivered there. I'm still gonna turn the soma just to make my planks or something. There's a parks up here next to Walter. Into here. You reckon that'll tell us? You reckon it's got to be on? It needs to remember. It's got enough. That's the thing, it's got enough. Wood beams, it's got enough. Planks, it hasn't. Planks long, it has. So regular planks. Right. Regular planks, get working on that. And all the doors are on them. All the doors are on it. Wow. Can I open them now, or am I like stuck outside? Oh no, I can open them. This is starting to look really nice. I don't know how much more there is left to do, but that is starting to really look like you don't feel ready to put back into work, doesn't it? It's just me. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out the rest of the channel. We've got a lot of great stuff on here now. A lot of Chris is putting a lot of work in. He's really showing. That all looks really shite compared to that. But anyway, a lot of good work going on, and just leave us a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. It's always great to hear from you. Until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.